Before, I was not very consistent with I used to work out a lot, and I could spend like over 3 hours at the gym just because in my head it was more work is more results. My diet was off. I was just trying to eat as much as I could to get as big as I could and as strong as I could, but I wasn't seeing results. Like I started to go backwards. So then I was like, okay, I'm very likely doing something wrong here. So that's when I decided to just explore like what people were doing and stuff. Mainly it was general direction for everything. If you went to with your guys to the gym and you read magazines and you read online and stuff, like supposed to eat steak and potatoes and high protein and just lift as heavy as you can every single time for as much as you can, etc., etc. But then you're gonna reach a cap where your body's just not gonna respond to it anymore. So I really didn't know what to do. Like I tried starving myself, like not eating a lot, but I didn't get the results I wanted. I tried overeating, high protein, this like everything was just off. So I couldn't figure it out. So I did with an online trainer before. I tried them out, and it was someone who had a relatively like from the people I knew, like a lot of people had signed up with him, but the program he was giving me was kind of like the program everyone else got. So it wasn't tailored to exactly what I expressed to him in terms of like concerns like my body has a few irregularities as opposed to other people because I had a crushed pelvis before, and so my body kind of grew a little bit differently. So he just gave me a program that he gave everyone else. There was not really much follow-up. There was no weekly how are you doing or back and forth or any of that stuff. So it was just okay, do the program, do the reps. I was skeptical, but I did my research. So I looked you up, I looked Chilla up, I looked at what you guys were actually saying, and then what I liked the best was when you were talking about hormonal manipulation, especially for men that are over 30. Like it's not the same as before. You have to do hormonal manipulation. The benefits of intermittent fasting for someone your age are like this, etc. So all that fit in with me because all my questions were being answered by the information you were giving. And then also I saw you guys' results. I saw the gradual progression of your results. And I was like, okay, like I want to do what those guys are doing. And it's obviously like it was over a respectable period of time, like I think 1 or 2 years. So I was like, okay, I've seen the changes. So I know they know how to get me there. And they did all the work themselves on themselves. So it'll probably be even faster for me because they've already done the homework. So I saw amazing results. I'm like, this is probably the best shape I've been in since I was in college. So I finished medical school about I think it was 5 years ago. 5 years ago, and that's when I was in the best shape that I was. Like I had good size and I was ripped, like with in terms of abs. But now I'm even better than I was then because I have more size now and I'm more shredded. So I'm very happy with the program. Before I started the program, I was off for 2 months because I had to study for these big exams. I ate everything. I had pizza for lunch, two Five Guys burgers for dinner, ice cream, every stress food you can think of. I was eating. First time in my life, I had a really big belly, and I just didn't know what to do. But in
Yeah,
like a month, I got my abs back, and then the second month, now I'm just getting more and more shredded. So I'm very
yeah.
happy. But it's because I followed like there are things that I didn't do before that you guys emphasized on that I gave a chance. Because before I was like, I'll sleep 3 hours or 4 hours, and then that'll
Okay.
be fine. But you guys emphasized the sleep for me, so I made sure I got at least 6 or 7 hours, minimum 6 or 7 hours of sleep, and I made sure I stuck to the nutrition. Like as much as it was like I was very unknown to me and I was inconvenient. I made sure I looked up all my meals. And then when I started doing that, it stopped being inconvenient, started to become easy. It became a habit. So my nutrition was set and then the sleep was set. I had all the tools I needed to maximize like my gym time. Two things. First thing was something I think I knew, but I never really followed is literally consistency. Like you have to do the boring stuff to get better at them. And the second thing was um, not to work out with numbers, like work out with feeling. So when I first started, I went really heavy on my weights, and then Chilla was like, "Oh, like this is really heavy. Are you sure you're doing fine?" I was like, "No, like I'm resting 3 or 4 minutes in between each suit, like in
Okay.
between the two sets in the superset."
Yeah, yeah.
So she was like, okay, no, you need to lower the weight. So I had to swallow my ego and just actually get the weights done for those amount of reps. And then after the first month, everything just shot up. Like my body adapted, and then boom, like my weights just kept on increasing because of the first month. Like I just followed the reps and the times and stuff. Before, my warm up was I would do, maybe I'd spend a full hour just doing pull ups in the gym as the warm up to my back workout. And now looking back on it, it was kind of stupid, but like, yeah, we learned. Honestly, for me, like this is the most convenient program. Like I've done a lot of programs before, and not just in weightlifting. I also used to do Muay Thai and boxing. Like I've done a lot. This was by far the easiest thing to follow because of that app. So I know what workouts I have. I know what workouts to look forward to. I know what my week is going to look like. I can schedule everything around my, like the workouts that you've put me. So I'm like, okay, I need to put an hour and a half aside for this today. Okay, I only need to do half an hour of HIIT today. So it was just really convenient. And every time I could check my nutrition, I could check my meals. I know how many calories of everything I have left. And sometimes I have so much left over that I get like a treat that, you know what, like I can have an extra piece of steak because like I stuck to everything so well. I can have a steak at night. So it just made everything easy because honestly, the best part is I just don't have to think. I just have to do. Like someone's just thinking for you.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you're defensive about joining the program, you can waste a lot of time looking up online and the trainer at the gym who will tell you he has the best program and whatever. Or you can just have someone who's done it all and does it for you, and their results are in front of you, and you just have to like follow. Like you don't have to do anything, you don't have to think. There's no anything for you to figure out. Just do. Just follow the program, and then the results come on their own.